Hello and welcome to my channel. Well, the thumbnail probably already gave it away, but the knife that I got came in this box. And they're showing an Esee 5. An Esee 5 doesn't come in a box this small. But what I got was an Izula DE Dark Earth. Alright, so that gave it away right there. And I'm currently wearing it in a cross draw. Carry it, let me get it. Now, this is not the sheath that it came with. This sheath right here was for the Watchman 204. And like I said, with it, that's its retention. I mean, it's real light. It holds it. I've carried it neck carry and everything else. It holds it. But I tried the Izula in there, and hear that? It's solid. So, and this is a C-clip from Cold Steel. You have to kind of like line stuff up a lot of times, and these, you know, this narrow slots, you have to use a little smaller screws. This is the sheath that it came with. It's a polymer sheath, and there's no problem with it. Make sure I'm putting it in there right. Except it's got a real heavy, I mean, it'll wear in, I'm not worried about it, but it's got a much stronger retention. Now, the reverse doesn't work the same. I mean, this will go in here, but it's a friction pit. See, that's as far as I need to go, and it'll hold it. I like this type of clip better, just because of ease of getting on and off. This one, that loop is good for retention, but if you got like a nylon belt, it'll jack with you. But I like this. It's solid. It's not too hard. But it's the right amount of tension. And yeah, you know, I could heat this up and try to get it to fit better and everything, but I still have this sheath. You know, I could still use this. I still have this knife. I'm only going to be wearing one or the other of them. I wanted to show you the, you know, this is a 6. So obviously it's a big, you know, huge knife. But it carries fairly easily. This is the 5. Again, another big, heavy knife. Lately, I've been getting more into fixed blades, and with the 4, I pretty much just carry it vertical. What I'm looking for a lot of times, if I want one on me all the time, is something that's in this range. And it has been the 3, but if you can look at the 3 compared to the Izula, it's a lot smaller. It's a lot more compact. I added these handles to it because it didn't come with this. It just came skeletonized, and you can put paracord and everything. My fingers fit, messing with stuff. My fingers fit right here with the little finger going through that hole, so it's really, on the micarta it's a 3-finger grip, but I like that hole. It's pretty neat. Now, this is about the same dimensions as an Izula 2. You've got an extended handle. I'll probably eventually get an Izula 2, but the reason why I like this is if you're doing cross draw carry, how far that handle sticks out can depend on how far your shirt will stick out. Of course, it all depends on your body size and ergonomics. This thing is sharp. I mean, when I went to cut some plastic with it just touched it. I swear, you know, it's just like You just lay it along the plastic and it just cut it open. I'm gonna leave the coating on there because this is 1095 bullet ant. That's what Izula is about. But yeah, this is a great size. You can net carry it. See, beyond a certain size and weight, for me, it stops losing its ability to be a net carry knife. I can carry, a full-size knife, net carry and everything. It's just not as comfortable as having something lighter on you. And when it comes down to it, it's cutting edge. Look at this, this is a 3, and you're only losing a little bit of belly and a little bit of length. You're getting a shorter handle. This is the Izula, almost like the Izula. It's not exactly the same. But see, you're getting just a little bit. This was within the practical range. That's why I said the Izula 2 would probably work. The thing is, if you got an Izula 2 first, and you'd say, well, I wonder how much that little bit smaller one would do. The blade on the end of this is exactly the same, according to Esee, as the Izula 2. The blade is exactly the same. It's just the handling. So, and you can get, if you didn't like that, if it wasn't long, you can get a longer extension handles on that. But I like this. I like it. Anyway, that's the setup that I use on it. I just got it the other day on a 4-payment plan thing. And I also got the knife. I'm trying to put it in the wrong one. See how much bigger this sheath is also? I mean, it's just like a bigger overall package. I mean, it feels good. But this is a lot smaller, a lot more compact. It weighs a lot less. And that makes a difference if it's up on your belt. Now, here's, this is a Spyderco bird, robin, bird. You can see it's got about, a half an inch longer blade length. We'll get over here and stop guessing and start getting accurate, mister. Yeah, I don't remember. It's 2 and something blade length. You get a 2-inch with a dragonfly. It's about equivalent to a dragonfly. As you can see, it folds back down, but there. What I like about a fixed blade, like I said, is you don't have to guess about deployment. I don't have any problem with these. I picked this one up. My thumb fits it. It rolls open. It does fine. I never got a dragonfly because this works fine for me. Eventually I might. But yeah, I'm a big fan. Now, if you look at Watchmen, they make one that's smaller like this. I don't know the model number. Why wouldn't I go with this? Well, this guy was about like $30-something, and this one I got for $54. The handles were separate, but I mean the knife itself was $54. So this is made in China, and it's all right. It's made well and everything. It's just a little bit thinner stock. There's nothing wrong with it, but 30, 40, 50 for another $20. I can get them made in America, with the Esee guarantee. You break it. See how hard that is? It retains in. I mean, it's alright, but if this is attached, you really have to pop it with your thumb when you pull out anyway, but if you didn't, and you're trying to pull on this, the retention is strong enough, you might yank your belt around. With it, in this one, it's much lighter, and it's positive. Is no rattle. Well, maybe that way if you shake. Not a lot, though. Fits perfectly. So there you go. That's another option. I don't know what the sheath is alone for an Esee, but you know, for $30-something, you can get a whole knife and just jack the sheath. Take it, because I think this is Kydex, and this feels plasticky, like a polymer. But like I said, mix and match. Nice solid click. You gotta line your holes up wherever you want, and this gives it kind of a FBI can't tilt and everything, but yeah, it's pretty easy to get on. I don't have to take my belt off. You can put it in front of or behind the belt loop, and like I said, know your laws, but here, concealed carry, you know, knives or whatever is illegal. So, and that's right here at your, it's convenience. See, now that time it pulled over because I didn't have it clipped. Let me clip it behind the belt. If you clip it behind the first belt loop to the left, when you go to pull, if you don't hit it with your thumb, it'll only go a short distance. Here, there. See, I'll show you what I'm talking about. See that belt right there? If you put it behind it, you still, for me, here's center line. Let's move. Get your gig line straight. All right. So like that, it's not. It doesn't print too much. And this is a medium shirt. Usually I wear a large, but I mean you can just. And if you forget to do your thumb, because you know that takes two things. Let me get this. It takes two hands, you know, I mean, not two hands, but you have to index your thumb and everything is right. But this, you can just grab anywhere and pull, and it's going to stay in place. I had to set the camera down because you want to be careful resheathing your knife. So yeah, it's more compact. I still have a nice sharp cutting edge. It's $10.95. If I want a hip one, I usually carry the 4. The 6 is for like special occasions, and the 5 is for really special occasions. I like carrying the 6 just because it's just a great blade. As you can see, it's a lot bigger and heavier, and it weighs your pants down and stuff like that. It came with the usual stuff, you know, a little card and stickers, you know, Esee stickers and stuff like that. So yeah, that's my initial impression of the Izula, and I love it, man. I love this little thing. You can tell this. I'm gonna be wearing this one the way I was wearing the SE3 when I got it. Once I put the sheath on it and everything. But I mean, look how much smaller. How much smaller this thing is, you know, compared to that. Well, this is its actual sheath. And it comes, you know, without this attached. You can do it horizontal or vertical. It's just, like I said, I like it accessible. And if you're sitting down and everything, this is right here, ready to go. So yeah, we're rambled on long enough. I have received the knife for the giveaway. It came with the same order. I got it from Smokey. I'll be doing a video on that, and it's a great one. I got to just get some other ones to compare it with, but it's a great one. And I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna do the initial impressions on it and everything else, and then while the giveaway is going, I'm gonna use it a little bit. You know, I'm gonna carve some wood or something like that. I'm not gonna abuse it, but I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it, but not abuse it. That's right. You got to use it, but not abuse it, senor. Pepe's excited. He always is excited when there's a new knife coming in. So yeah, the budget option, there's nothing wrong with it. 14C 28N, you know, is a decent steel. It has a good edge, and I was practicing hand sharpening, you know, doing it without a guide and everything, and I got it fairly sharp. I was having enjoyable time with that. You know, sometimes I'm watching TV. Anyways, yeah, quit your mumbling or rambling. Yeah, this is decent. There's nothing wrong with the 3. Um, it builds my hand, but as you can see, anything that's beyond this, yeah, this is the skull crusher, window breaker type of stuff. But anything beyond that, I don't need. Now, with this one, you still got that. If I choke up, you still got, it's not much room, but I mean, you got rooms for, it's not really designed to go through windows and stuff like that, but I mean, you could if you had to. This one isn't either, you know, it's just one of those. This is, you gotta get the ones with the special hilt. This has got the reinforced, titanium reinforced. And some of them are just, you know, they're just round, they're not really pointy, but I mean, they could work if you had to. So there you go, that's my, I am a fan of Esee now. I'm not say a fanboy. There's one thing I was going to say about that between a fan and liking a company. And that is, I think fanboys a lot of times have a negative connotation because they're like fanatical, like fanatical. They rabidly defend their stuff and nothing could be wrong with them and all that other stuff. I wouldn't call myself that, but liking the company, liking the knives, and really enjoying them and everything, yeah, that's me with the Esees. They cost a little bit more, but in this case, like I said, $20 more for the real deal, you know. $20 more to get the real deal. Not a copy, not an imitation, not an interpretation, the real thing. And it's not always worth it, you know. Like I said, some companies live off their names. You know, like I said, this one's Friction Fit. That's as far, I can push it further, but I don't want it to go through, take my hand off. Violate YouTube bloodletting policies. You had bloodletting in your video. We are not only going to not allow you to have advertisements on it, we're banning you forever from the internet. All internet. Oh, sorry. There you go. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.